Hey YouTube, Chrono again, same day, November 5th, 2014, imagination. I started with the zombies, and now let's talk more about normality. So, you normally didn't hear what I didn't hear since 2 days ago. While watching the race, the boat race, a guy approached me and asked me after like conversation, "Oh, did you know about this incident like 2 years ago?" He said. It was actually in 2010, Diamond Island, last day of the race, boat race here, which is very big thing in Phnom Penh when they race with the boats, 60 people rowing. It's impressive. So people been celebrating. People have gonna tell you what happened in my understanding. People been celebrating. It was big public celebration everywhere in Phnom Penh, including the Diamond Island, where apparently military police is doing the whole security work. Which is, you have the Phnom Penh, you have river Mekong River, which is very big, very known, which is huge and impressive river, like a Mississippi in the United States, and it goes like through like Southeast Asia, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia. It goes through Cambodia, then it goes into Vietnam. So that's the river. About that river incident took place. There are like two bridges, pedestrian bridges, and people been going both ways, although this is not acceptable, and police was there but was not stopping people. And then suddenly people start stampeding because they felt electrocuted. Everybody talked about people being electrocuted. And then panic also kicked in, so people get overrun. Altogether 375 people dead. I repeat, 375. 375 people dead, almost 400 people dead. So we're talking about the big incident I had no idea about. And I'm checking out the media and fringe media and stuff. Nobody. So, I mean, yeah, it was in the media, but not a big thing. One of those news stuff. So people felt electrocuted. So officially, there was no electrocution. Nothing like this happened. It all died in stampede because it was badly organized. Like too many people start simply to push and caused panic. So this is officially. About the electrocutions, everybody talked about. Apparently, then as a theory came out that one of the guys touched the electric cable and electrocuted everybody. How is that even possible? Really, in theory, that one guy simply managed to electrocute hundreds of people with one cable. What kind of cartoon is that? So, and then, but I didn't hear anything more about it. People felt electrocuted. And I've seen bodies, they look like very calm. No signs of being overrun or like stampeded, really calm bodies. And I figured it out that was some sort of weapon in that range of microwave weaponry, scalar weaponry. They felt electrocuted, so they felt electric energy. They didn't feel the heat, which would be a microwave. So it's some sort of scalar weaponry which simply killed people. And it was an experiment, and then people panicked and everything fell into the panic. So they might maybe kill 100 maybe people with electricity, or 200, but the rest of them died with stampede. Something like it. And it was coming from the direction of Diamond Island, where the place was going on, whole celebration, everything set up, and then you have, in esoterically speaking, mass offering, mass sacrifice as well. When many people die, it's mass sacrifice, so it's something significant date. It was 22nd or 23rd October 2010. 22nd or 23rd. Phnom Penh, bridge incident. Interesting. So, all these little things which are creeping out in people's lives, something simply electrocuted hundreds of people and caused the death of nearly 400 people, 375. I don't want to think about it. But what about that electricity? It's strange. So it was a weapon, it was a test, either test or attack. Maybe simply country being attacked. Maybe by Americans. Maybe Americans been testing their weaponry. Maybe Chinese. You know? These things happen. They've been like attacking Haiti when they had earthquakes. People clearly see like a ray of light hitting to the sky, and then from the sky to the Haiti, and then earthquake. A couple of times in a row, and that's HARP. HARP is hitting the ionosphere, and then ray comes down and hitting the Earth. Officially, they use that projecting again microwave energy into the ionosphere. They use it to detect oil fields and gas fields because it bounces back to the Earth, and then Earth vibrates, and then they measure this vibration. Simply physics. So it's officially for that, and it does exist. People don't know about it. Unofficially, it's been used to figure it out Saddam Hussein's bunkers as well because it's also good for that. Interesting, like. But unofficially, it can cause earthquakes. By strong beam of energy to the ionosphere, it bounces off from the ionosphere back somewhere to the Earth as a curve is working. This simply math, and that energy bounces and then hits somewhere. And when lots of energy hits at one point, Earth vibrates, and then you have an earthquake. It moves. It can burn. It's very powerful. Lots of electric energy through microwaves, many antennas, hundreds and hundreds of them powerful, go to one point, and then from that point, actually it does. If technology is good and so on, but powers that be, they have budgets. So it's been happening in Haiti. People, but different story. But again, people saw something, and then hush hush. But everybody saw it. The only who reported it, fringe media. So you have all these little glitches of reality, but these are big things. In Haiti, thousands and thousands of people die, later on cholera and so on. So these are serious things. These experiments are going on all over, like you have like globally big ones, and then you have small ones, like on individuals, like me, like many other targeted individuals. Mango. That's my cat. That's how it goes. How it goes. All this harassment. But at least you guys, majority, can figure it out on a big events like that and connect. So this is imagination number 2. You use the facts, and then you play with this, with theories, and then you see what adds up. And when you hear the official explanation how stupid it is, you compare with that, and that's about it. So this is the first thing you open, which is the intelligence. Because when you open yourself intelligence, and then you see that people really do suffer, but not because of their own stupidity, but because there is organized evil behind it, then you open yourself compassion. Because that needs, that calls for compassion. We live in a horrible situation, totally exploited economically, like energetically on all levels, and most of us still goes very fine with that. And then when you start waking up the target, you just simply eliminate you from the population through the gang stalking and other tactics, proclaiming you crazy, and then pop another one in the can. That's the reality. So how many crazy people are actually super normal people? What are we dealing here? An attack on normality. Oh, another politically incorrect part. Oh, now gays are normal. Fine. What is the next? If gays are normal, let's make then pedophiles normal, because all pedophiles are gays. And then you have all this pedophilic agenda and all this transsexual blah 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 blah, and lots of sick things going on there, because pedophilia is the problem, because demons are pedophiles. So now they're simply making it more and more public. So next thing is, let's make gays public and normal. That's okay. Now, see, many gays are pedophiles. They have now children. They have sex with them. Well, you know what? And this subculture is getting bigger and bigger. And more loud and more loud. And it's the powers that be. So they can harass you. They can gang stalk you. You have that scene, that demonic scene, creeping into that subcultural scene. Very powerful. No, it has nothing to do with the with the whole cyborg agenda, again through the genetic manipulation and introduction of more or less technology. like changing human body completely, like a new species, creating new species. Who evil? You see the process, and we are not the first race on this planet. What do you think? That's been going on forever. We've been, as a humans, created by the Sahara Sitchin, called them Anunnaki, but these are the guys from Sirius, not Orion. Apparently, like dog-like creatures, humanoids. They've been extremely brutal, in the bed with reptilians. They're under reptilian house, and they terraformed this planet and so on, and created humans through stages. And this current reptile takeover was 6,000 years ago by the Sata reptiles, apparently like a rebel group to the reptilian empire, but complicated story. But again, that it was takeover, and Epic of Gilgamesh and so on, and they took it 6,000 years ago. And this is like a new phase of another brainwashing. And human race evolving as well. Yeah, strange thing. And then you have those reptiles living underneath the earth in their bases, feeding on us. They have assembly lines already set up for the meat, zack, zack, zack. Same as our food industry. And then going up, managing us. Spiritually, they can also mix with the souls which connected willingly with them. Hybrid Illuminati, doing that programming further on. It's the whole total management control planet. You wouldn't believe it how precise it can be. Whenever you have a gathering of 10 people, got to be one of them. Easily influence every discussion, everything. Just brilliant. Just brilliant. Add to that they can also exist in the fourth dimension, so they can observe you from the fourth dimension. You can't see them, but it's easier electronically everything to observe, so he doesn't have to be there, of course. But yeah, passing through, picking up people. These are the alien abductions. Simply management of the planet Earth, simply picking up the people. What? Grace, another race. Very controllable. Part reptile, part plant, and they have little computers inside their skulls, telepathic, so on. Grown in containers, like little frogs. Blah. Human women as basically through the critical phase containers to grow them in the first 3 weeks when soul is entering and so on. All kinds of stuff. Everything goes to one point. You simply have a management of the planet. You have people, you have cattle, you have resources, and you simply manage everything. Mind control, the best thing. First generation was mind control, but simply put into tunnel. They had to go to tunnel. They went to tunnel. Of course, they knew about reptiles. So they've been seeing them. They just came from the sky. So they had to go to tunnels. When they wiped out their memory, only one God Ra, and that was it. So they remembered the tunnel. And then after that generations, not even the tunnel. New religions came, forbid the tunnel. Or explain something. Oh yeah, that's when you go to God. Yeah, you go to God again. Tuck, another UFO. Pop, popping up the soul. Okay, back to the incarnation process, or you stay somewhere in some zone, captured as a soul as well. Imagine that. And that's your reality. With all of the system on the earth, you already know. Just think about that. After all, it's imagination number 2. It's what Einstein said, that imagination is more important than the knowledge. So where do they meet? And then develop your theory. Why not? Over and out. Victor Vitas.